Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As members of the School High School Athletic Association, the administration staff of Lancaster High School welcome you to Jack Greathouse Court for the Shell Scholastic Contest between Dublin Scioto High School and Lancaster High School. To honor America, please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight we're at Jack Greathouse Court at Lancaster High School for a Division I sectional tournament matchup between the Lancaster Golden Gales and Dublin Scioto Irish. And Tim, right off the bat, you had a chance to not only talk to the coaches this week, but you got to see a couple of games. You got to see them practice. What is the feel going into this matchup? Looking at it on paper and watching them warm up, should be a really even game.
Well, it appears that way. You never know until you play the game. But, you know, when you look at statistics, you look at what's been going on with both teams, it does appear that it's just going to be, as we call it, a rock fight.
Yeah. So tell us about, let's start with Dublin Scioto. They come in under Mike Moeller, 10th season as the head coach. You know him very well. His team is 7-15, not the kind of year they'd like to have, but if you could start peaking at the right time, they could go on a little run here. Yeah,
I think they've played well. They just haven't won some games. They've been banged up at different times, haven't had the same lineup all year long, which is, you know, you don't want to make excuses, but they are realities sometimes that you're just not going to be as effective. You know, I really feel like, you know, having the opportunity to see them and talk with Coach Moeller is they've done a nice job. They played a really, really good Westerville North team tough Friday night. I got to see that game.
Now for Lancaster, of course, Coach Kent Riggs in his 27th, or actually he coached 27 years at Canal Winchester, won over 400 games. His 7th year here at Lancaster. Just a young basketball team, but a team that if they could find a spark, find a shooter, they could make a little run.
Same thing. I think they played people well. I happened to see their game Friday with Newark, and they were right there, 4 or 5 points in the early fourth quarter. So, you know, it comes down to, Jared, in my opinion, in tournament play, you got to find a way to score points.
And that's one of the things that both these coaches told you they struggle with, the scoring.
Yes, but you have to find, however you find it, whether you run a new set, have a new play, somebody's got to step up and make shots for you to be successful.
Let's talk about individual player matchups. What are we looking for tonight out of both these teams?
Well, you know, when you look at Dublin Scioto, Caden Haywood is their leader. He's a 6'3" junior. He can score inside, outside, does a lot of things for his team. And James Mahome, who had been out with a concussion, is back, and he was really aggressive Friday night, and I thought he played really well against Westerville North.
And looking at the scoring for Dublin Scioto, very balanced. 2 guys in double figures, a couple more guys very close to double figures.
Right.
So really they can move the ball around to anybody.
Yeah, and the big thing, you know, Coach Moeller stressed is they've just got to work really hard on better ball movement offensively.
How about for Lancaster? What should we look for out of their offense?
Same thing. You know, they've got to handle pressure defense. I believe Dublin Scioto will come in and guard them tough man-to-man, and you have to have ways to score against pressure. They've done a nice job of not turning the ball over.
Yeah.
I started with Colton Bruni at the point, but they've done a really good job there. But you've got to find ways to get people the ball in positions where they can score.
One guy to look out for is the sixth man for Lancaster, Tyler Carpenter, just a sophomore, number 30, but he's right now their best three-point shooter, shoots 36% from behind the three-point arc. If they can get him in a rhythm, he can maybe take this game over offensively.
Well, it takes a team to be successful, and that's what you got to have is people playing off the bench that contribute as they come into the game.
We are at Lancaster High School. It is tournament time in high school basketball. Going to keep you up to date on some other games going on around the area tonight, as well as tell you about some upcoming games. But we are set to go here at Jack Greathouse Court. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. He'll treat you right. And we are underway. Tip is controlled by the Irish. It'll be James Mahone bringing it up for Dublin Scioto. Look at that zone defense out of Lancaster. Left side now. They'll get it to Evan Brown. They'll swing it back around right side, Aaron Foster. Dump to the elbow. Nice patience here from Scioto. Here's a three put up. Off the mark for James Mahone. Nice backside rebound by the Irish. And they will stick with the offense. Mahone dumps it inside. Nice defense by the Gales, stolen away by Hayden Allen.
And good active hands right there.
One senior in the starting lineup for Lancaster. That's Trey Williams, who has the basketball. Now it's taken away. Back the other way. 3-on-3. Strong to the hoop, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Lancaster, J.D. Thomas.
And that was the athleticism that Coach Moeller said they show sometimes. Not consistent, but they have some athleticism.
Bruni right side. Gets it to Ailes. Here's Williams at the top. J.D. Thomas, wide open three, in and out. Scioto with the rebound. Winston Lomax came away with it. Swing it around right side, now bring it back to the top to Lomax. And ball out of bounds, it'll stay with the Irish.
Here's a place you might be able to pick up points if you can execute an out-of-bounds play, Jared. It's like special teams in football.
Looking, finally get it in to Aaron Foster, the 6'1" sophomore guard. He's averaging 9.8 points a game for the Irish. Now here's Mahone. Back out now to Brown. Good defense by the Gales. Not a lot of open shots, but there's one at the top of the key, and it'll be taken and drained by Evan Brown.
Well, that's your highest percent three-point shot from the top of the key, Jared. It's proven statistically.
Evan Brown puts the Irish on the board first, 3-0. Here's Thomas, get it back to Williams. Bruni now on the drive, picks up his dribble and gets it to Allen. Ailes back out now to Trey Williams. Bruni can't dribble. I don't know if anybody noticed that, so he was trying to get somebody to come to him. Finally was able to get it to Williams. Here's a little jumper from the baseline, no good for Ailes. Backside rebound for the Irish. Here comes Mahone quickly the other way. And a traveling violation going to be called on Aaron Foster.
Yeah, young point guard here. He's gotten better. Coach Moeller mentioned how much better he's got. You can see right here. Here's a three-pointer. High percentage. Yep, in between those foul lanes, it's your highest percentage three.
That's our Dagger Law replay. We'll see plenty of those tonight. 3-0 Scioto, 5-10 and counting here in the first quarter. Here's Bruni, now Thomas. Fake the three, kick it back out. Bruni to the elbow, now back out to Thomas. Ailes at the top, swings it left side. Tight defense put on by the Irish. Trey Williams on the drive. Now Ailes. Nice play. Found Hayden Allen wide open underneath.
You know, they took their time, and you got to go slower off the pick and rolls. They're a little excited right now, Jared, and they're trying to slip the screens too quick. You can do that later after you've played off the pick and roll.
3-2 the score, 4:32 and counting here in the first quarter. Here's Mahone. Picks up his dribble, gets it over left side. Now let's swing it back around to the right. Evan Brown, he's the lone scorer right now for Scioto. He hit that 3 earlier. Thought about taking one there, but good closeout defense by Colton Bruni. Mahome will take one. No good, rebounded by Bruni.
Like I said, it comes down to making shots, Jared. Those are good looks.
Thomas drives, kick it back out, swing it right side to Bruni. Dump inside, nice job by the Gales. Trey Williams finishes it. Good assist by Colton Bruni. He's averaging over 2 a game.
Yeah, really good hard cut by Trey.
Puts the Gales up 4-3. Foster from the elbow. The lefty shot no good. Backside rebound for Ailes. Here's Bruni. Nice dump over to Allen. Allen, little baby hook is up and in. Give Hayden Allen 4 of his team's 6, and they lead it 6-3. Brown gets it back out front to Foster, now Mahome. Get it down to the baseline, nice dish inside, but good job by Ailes on the defense.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be called for the foul.
Yeah, you got to be vertical there. Here's a replay, Jared. Watch here. Little step. Get himself perpendicular. Nice job of finishing.
That's going to send Aaron Foster to the free throw line.
I don't think so, Jared. I think it's
Oh yeah, it's not Aaron Foster. That's Winston Lomax.
yeah.
Missed the first one, gets another. In and out on the second one, rebound by the Gales. J.D. Thomas. Here's Cannon Ailes, now around to Allen. To Thomas now. Nice good defense by Mahome on Thomas. Ailes, drive, kick it back out to Allen. Bruni, a long 3, no good. And rebound fought for and controlled by Scioto. Mahome has it taken away by Bruni. Bruni one-on-one with Mahome. It's no good, but a nice putback by J.D. Thomas.
Yeah, good effort by J.D. following that up. Never assume any layup's going to be made.
And a timeout will be taken by Dublin Scioto. Timeouts tonight brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Coach Moeller was a guard in his day, and he's a tough guard. His guards are going to be expected to do things well. And right now, just been a little careless with the basketball. Watch here. Just putting the ball in front of the defender. You cannot do that.
While you watch this Dagger Law replay, I'll tell you about Dagger Law. It's a law firm built on more than 110 years of legal experience. Whatever your situation, the knowledgeable legal professionals at Dagger Law can get you the help you need from a local, trusted, and experienced firm. Contact Dagger Law today at 740-759-4096 or visit them online at daggerlaw.com. Out of the timeout, it will be Scioto basketball. They trail at 8-3 to the Lancaster Golden Gales. It's Division I sectional tournament play. Number 29, Lancaster. Number 34, Dublin Scioto. Here's Mahome in the corner. Lomax dumps it inside.
Yeah.
Good shot put up and in by Caden Haywood.
Yeah, it's a good job of attacking the zone better, that possession, Jared, and getting it inside of their best player.
And a foul going to be called on J.D. Thomas.
And Coach Mullertown, calm down.
Tyler Carpenter set to check in for Lancaster. He will replace Cannon Ailes.
Players get excited, Jared. Not uncommon here. First quarter.
I said that the foul was on J.D. Thomas. That was actually on Dublin Scioto's
Yes.
James Mahome.
Yes.
Here's Trey Williams. Out front now to Allen.
Lancaster's just not getting the screens because they're moving too quick, Jared.
Carpenter on the drive. We'll get it back out to Thomas.
You know, their intent is good, but you got to slow down just a hair and accept the screen.
Carpenter loses it momentarily, tipped, and regained control. Here's Williams. Tell you, since that timeout, Scioto's really ratcheted up the defense. And a foul going to be called.
And that's a good time to take the ball to the basket,
Yep.
Jared. That's one of the ways you beat pressure is you get down with the ball and you get your shoulder square and attack the basket, straight line drives.
Sub coming in for Dublin Scioto, it's Stephen Blind, 6'4" senior forward. Evan Brown checks out. Inbound to Tyler Carpenter. It's a little shot up and in.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Finding ways to get some points, however they come.
Gales lead at 10-5, under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Foster goes to the elbow, gets it inside, and it has it stolen away. Taken by Trey Williams. Here's Carpenter. He'll go baseline. Tried to get it in to Hayden Allen. It's stolen away by Blind, and then just a scrum down there. The ball goes out of bounds. I'll say it belongs to Dublin Scioto with 34 seconds.
Excellent hustle by both teams right there.
Foster, right side. Dump it into Lomax, and it's taken away. Here come the Gales. Tyler Carpenter to the hoop. His shot's blocked by Aaron Foster. Scioto now the other way. Mahomes strong to the hoop. His shot's blocked. And then saved. It went off of Hayden Allen. It'll stay with the Irish with 11.1 seconds. Mahomes to inbound. Lobs it in to Haywood, and now a whistle and a foul going to be called on the Gales. Called it on Tyler Carpenter. That's his first.
See if they have anything late in the quarter here against the zone.
8 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Foster with 3 seconds. Foster with 1 second. Will they get the shot off? They do. It's a three, and it's off the mark. Caden Haywood tried to get one in. And at the end of the first quarter, the Gales lead at 10-5.
Very interesting, Jared. I think the Irish will have more success if they continue to get the ball in the middle of the zone. Then they have to make good decisions in there, protect the ball, make good decisions, and attack the zone of Lancaster. Lancaster, on the other hand, has had a couple breakouts here, Jared, and that's a big way for them to help get them some points.
Yeah. Told you that we're going to be checking some scores from other games tonight. 2 girls' games in particular we're keeping an eye on. And matter of fact, right now, Bern Union getting all they can handle with 2:35 left to play in the game. They trail 38-32 against Mount Gilead, who is the number 4 seed. Bern Union, of course, undefeated, the number 1 seed. The winner of that game will go on to play the winner of the nightcap, Danville and Fisher Catholic. Danville had a huge upset against Newark Catholic.
It's tournament time, Jared. It happens every year.
So we're keeping our eye on those 2 games as we are set to go to Ohio Dominican this Friday night for what we were really hoping to be a third matchup between Bern Union and Fisher Catholic girls.
But it's how you play that night in the
It's
tournament.
true.
It is. You know, you can be, like I said, you can be great. You could have been considered average. People can look at scores and all that. Doesn't matter. It's how you play that day, that night.
Meanwhile, boys tournament action just now getting underway. We'll tell you all the action coming up in just a little bit. As we begin the second quarter, it'll be Gales with the basketball, leading it 10-5. Here's Thomas, left side to Carpenter. And they'll swing it back around to Thomas. Bruni. Back around to the other side. Gabe Boyden is into the ball game for the Gales. This is Boyden in the corner. Thomas, an open three, got it.
Outstanding patience. Just a great job, Jared, of not getting flustered with the pressure and swinging the ball from side to side.
Gales up 13-5 after that three from J.D. Thomas. He's got 5 in the game. Foster, left side, dumping it into the paint. Now Bright quickly back out to Mahome. Drive inside, lost his footing, but a nice pass over. Shot's no good for Winston Lomax. Rebounded by the Gales. Williams back out to
Swing
Bruni.
it.
Yeah, he had a couple guys open on the other side.
Gotta swing it as quick as you can on that initial break.
Tyler Carpenter in the corner for three, off the mark. Rebounded on the backside by Blind. Three the other way, in for Aaron Foster.
Yeah, nice job, transition right there and being under control. Aaron jumped up and stuck that one.
13-8. Gales with the lead in the basketball. And a whistle and foul going to be called on Mahome. That's going to be his second.
Yeah, watch here. This is primary transition. Doesn't have to be a layup, Jared. Got his feet set. Haven't seen very many lefties that could never shoot.
That's a good-looking shot.
I'm telling you, in all those years, I've not seen very many lefties that could not put it in the hole.
Bruni left side now to Trey Williams, and then back around to Boyden. Here's Bruni. 13-8, down to 6:05 to play in the first half. A little bit lazy on the handoff there from Boyden to Bruni. Bruni recovers. Now Tyler Carpenter right side. Not a ton of size on this Gales team anyway, but
No.
they have their two bigger guys, and Ailes and Allen both out at the moment, and there's an errant pass by Boyden out of bounds.
Yeah, just got to take your time. The patience is good. Just take your time. Don't be in a hurry.
Aiden Allen will check in. And it is now a final score. Mount Gilead upsets Berne Union Girls 43-38
Wow.
to move on to the district championship game. Wow. First loss of the season for Berne Union Girls. Right side, Aaron Foster with the basketball. Back around to the top, Winston Lomax. And it's tipped out of bounds by Colton Bruni.
Good active hands. Getting their hands on balls makes a difference. Deflections.
Right side, Lomax. In the background, Elliott Bennett into the ball game right now as Mahome had to check out with 2 fouls. Also in is Mark Gaston, and there's a turnover for the Irish.
Yeah, that's twice they've got the flick from behind.
Wide open, Trey Williams, but an errant pass. Bernie knew it. He had him under there.
It's tough when you don't get shots. I mean, we're in a possession game anyway. You've really got to take care of the ball.
Yeah. .448 counting here in the first half. 13-8, Gales lead it. Right side, Lomax. Dump into paint. Nice pass over to Blind, and Blind probably should have just taken the shot. Now it's just helter-skelter out there. Ball loose everywhere. Tyler Carpenter picks it up for the Gales. Here's Thomas. Kick it back out. Carpenter for a wide open three, no good. And it hit the what do you call that?
The extension?
Yeah. It bounced off the iron and hit the what holds the backboard up there.
Yep.
So that's out of play. There you go. That's what it hit. Here's Bennett down to the corner to Lomax. Back out to Foster. Foster hit a three earlier. They pull out tight defense on him.
There's where they'd be best.
Strong
right there.
to the hoop, and he got it to go. That's Winston Lomax.
Yeah, he's going to get it in the middle. He's going to put it on the floor and attack. Now you swing the ball. There you go.
Pulls it back to within 3 at 13-10. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Thomas, right side. They'll get it around to Bruni. Bruni drives baseline. Good quick drive by Colton Bruni. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebounded by the Irish. Foster, left side now to Bennett. I'll swing it back the opposite way. Nice dump to the block, and now skip it back over to Foster. In the corner, good tight defense by Trey Williams, and shot put up no good off the glass for Winston Lomax.
Really good defense without fouling.
Yep. And a whistle and timeout's going to be called by Coach Riggs.
I like that timeout. Some guys are a little tired right now, Jared. Playing hard in their zone. You know, this is the tempo that Lancaster would prefer. Watch right here. Lomax takes his time.
Good defense. He's just straight up.
No, and that's where he's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, I watched him on tape. He's really good in the middle of the floor. He's going to go to his right. He's going to jump up strong like he did there and finish.
Winner of this game will move on to take on the number 2 seed, Olentangy Liberty. That game will be played Friday night.
Like I said, though, you go to play. You never know. Coach Nossman has a good team again up there, and he usually does. But I'm telling you, what, 41 teams in the Division I drawing? It's a crapshoot.
Yeah. (13-10), 2:59 to play in the first half. Gales with the basketball. If you're tuning in thinking that's low scoring, well, it's not uncommon. These two teams, both coaches told you, scoring is something that they struggle with, really, finding a scorer. Good job hustling for the rebound there by the Gales. Wide open is Trey Williams. And after the recovery on defense, Williams just goes up over top of him.
Yeah, really good effort there by Trey. And good look by Colton Bruni.
15-10 Gales. There's a 3 put up, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor, taken by the Gales. J.D. Thomas strong to the hoop, and a foul going to be called on Elliott Bennett.
And that's how you have to go to the hoop, Jared. You got to get your shoulders square, get off 2 feet, and explode to the basket. Watch the look right here. Good job right here of just taking his time. Trey just does a good job, gets the ball down low, goes back up and finishes with a little baby hook.
Let me ask you this. Is that one that, obviously he finished the play, so it doesn't matter, but is that one that maybe if he had enough height, he could have caught and just shot it on the catch?
Maybe, but he did the right thing, made sure he secured it.
Thomas hits the first free throw. He'll get another, and that one's also up and good.
Yeah, I like coaching guys when you throw it up there and then they do my favorite layup, the dunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes the game real simple.
Gales lead it by 7, 17-10. 2:10 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, they got to find the ball to get it right there. That's what they got to find. Get the ball to Haywood somehow.
Here's a 3 put up on the elbow. Good shot by Evan Brown. That's his second 3 of the night. Pulls it back to within 4 at 17-13.
A little pressure here. Now these last minute and a half, Jared's going to dictate the momentum going into the half.
Williams gets it to Allen. Now Bernie on the left side.
They're not really playing. They're not. Oh, nice.
Really nice.
They're really not playing off the pick and roll, Jared. They're coming, and then that's what we call a slip. Like you're going to set it and you slip to the basket, and they've hurt the Irish on the slips. Backside's not been there.
Boy, a good strong move to the hoop. He just couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Winston Lomax had trouble finishing that one. Here's Ailes. He'll get it to Williams. Now to Bruni, left side. Under a minute to play in the first half. Dump to Hayden Allen. Hayden Allen to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by Scioto. It's Evan Brown. Left side now, Foster.
The thing they've taken away from them with the zone is there's no dribble penetration, Jared. You can penetrate it by passing or you can shoot them out of it.
Yeah.
And they're not having success either way.
Good
now
job
you want
by
one
the
shot. One shot, yeah.
We can hear Coach.
About
Coach
4
Riggs
people
over
over
here,
there, yeah. Hey, you run the thing down to 8 is what you do. You got to secure the ball. You run it down to 8 seconds, and then run whatever your play is that you're trying to execute.
Down to 11 right now.
Yeah.
Bruni takes the screen from Williams, down to 7. Williams drives, puts up the shot. He got it to go, and he's fouled.
Yeah, really, really nice job right there, Trey Williams.
Trey Williams picks up his 8th point of the game. He's going to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play as Evan Brown was called for the foul.
Trey's got a hop in his step tonight.
Yes, he does. Free throw's no good. Cannon nails the rebound with 3 seconds to Bruni. A long-range 3 at the buzzer, and he got it. 6-point swing, or a 5-point swing at the end of the half to give the Gales an 11-point lead, 24-13 at halftime. We're going to take a timeout. We come back. We'll have some first half stats and analysis, and I'm sure you're going to see a replay right here as we take you to break.
Here's your free throw by Trey, and we saw just what happened.
Yeah, watch this, how this half ends. Great job by Ailes on the rebound, and Bruni from the volleyball line sinks it at the buzzer. 24-13 Gales at halftime. We'll be back with first half stats and analysis. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week.
Bay Food Market is Fairfield County's source for high-quality, locally sourced meats. The meat case is always full of quality fresh beef, pork, gourmet burgers, and gourmet brats for you and your family to enjoy. Bay Food Market cures and smokes their own hams, bacon, and sausage. Visit Bay Food Market at the corner of Maple and Walnut Streets in Lancaster and discover the Bay Food Market difference. Open daily 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed Thursday and Sunday. Bay Food Market, proudly serving Fairfield County families for more than 90 years.
Buckeye Toyota, proudly supporting the community for over 40 years.
I want a doctor who listens to me.
From primary care to specialty medicine, we put your needs first by treating you like a person, not a number. Our primary care team will help you identify your healthcare needs and set goals for success, regardless of where you are in your wellness journey. We care for patients of all ages, with offices that are close to you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
How much can you afford to spend on a home? That's a good question. I'm Desi DeJohn, Assistant Vice President and Mortgage Loan Officer at the Savings Bank in Lancaster. It's important to know how much you can afford before you contact a real estate agent. Factors such as income, credit score, debt, and down payment can help determine how much a bank can lend you to buy a home. Getting pre-qualified is the best way to find out how much you can afford to spend on a home. You can apply to pre-qualify online anytime at thesavingsbankohio.bank.
You walked down the aisle and promised happily ever after. Sometimes happily ever after means ending a relationship. We know the conversations are not easy. Deciding what's best for you, your children, and your next steps takes work and communication. At Dagger Law, we know there are no monsters in a divorce, only people trying to find their way. Local, trusted, experienced. Dagger Law.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs. 740-689-6991.
Welcome back to Lancaster High School. Jack Greathouse Court. We're at halftime in this Division I sectional tournament matchup. The Golden Gales lead Dublin Scioto 24-13. Let's take a look at some first half scoring. First of all, for the visiting Dublin Scioto Irish, was Aaron Foster with 3 points. Caden Haywood had 2. It was Winston Lomax with 2, and leading the way for Scioto was Evan Brown. He had 2 3-pointers to give him 6 points in the first half. For the Lancaster Golden Gales, they've got 5 guys in the scoring column. Tyler Carpenter with 2. J.D. Thomas with 7 for a good first half. Hayden Allen had 4 points. Colton Burney with 3. And it was Trey Williams leading the way with 8 points here at halftime. So again, Burney with 3, Allen 4, Williams 8, Thomas 7, and Tyler Carpenter 2. As we're at halftime here, the Golden Gales lead the Dublin Scioto Irish 24-13. Keep in mind, we're keeping an eye on some other scores around the area tonight. We already mentioned that the Burn Union girls see their season sadly come to an end. They had an undefeated record going into tonight's district semifinal game. They got beat tonight 43-38 to number 4 seed Mount Gilead. Up next is Fisher Catholic girls. They will play at 8 o'clock tonight. Also in that same district against Danville, who upset Newark Catholic over the weekend. So the winner of that game will move on to the district championship game on Friday night. If it is Fisher Catholic, then we plan to have that one for you on Friday from Ohio Dominican. But right here, your halftime score, Lancaster leads Dublin Scioto 24-13. We'll have all the second half action coming your way next on the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week.
We at Fairfield DD hope you are starting off the year with success. March is Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and to bring further awareness, we would like to give all the members of our vibrant community the opportunity to ask us a question. You can contact us and ask us anything you want to know about Fairfield DD, or you can visit our website, social media outlets, and submit a question there. Thanks to each of you for helping to move our mission forward of bringing about a vibrant community where people lead fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions.
At Buckeye Toyota, our factory-trained technicians service all makes and models. And Buckeye Toyota has been a proud community supporter and family-owned for over 40 years. Check us out at mybuckeyetoyota.com.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
My name is Scott Duff, and I'm the director of the Fairfield County Overdose Response Team, and I'm here today to discuss Narcan. Narcan is the opioid overdose reversal medication. Narcan saves lives. We have saved countless lives in our community by providing Narcan to those with substance abuse disorders. We would very much like you to consider carrying Narcan on a regular basis. Narcan can be obtained easily in your community by reaching out to the Fairfield County Overdose Response Team at 740-901-1598.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait!
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
as a reminder, you can find live and past games on our YouTube channel. Just search for CLN, your hometown connection, on YouTube to find games and other local programming. While you're there, make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any action. And also, if you're on Facebook and Twitter too, check us out on those social media platforms. Just search for Interface Video Productions.
24-13 is your score. Lancaster over Dublin Scioto as we get ready to head into the third quarter of action. These two teams in this Division I sectional coming in, both have lost 5 in a row, 7 of their last 8. But I tell you, you really wouldn't notice that. I mean, when you watch these two, they're both playing good, hard, especially defensively. It's really kind of playing out exactly like the coaches told you, having a hard time finding some scoring.
Yeah, it's a different style, but they're both well coached.
Yeah.
Coach Moeller's team is trying to find ways to score against his zone defense, which is pretty active, and Coach Riggs does a good job with that. And Coach Moeller's man-to-man defense is good pressure. They do a nice job. Just got to find ways to get points. Like we've talked about that most of the night. You got to find a way to click the scoreboard.
How big was that 5-point swing at the end of the half for the Gales?
First 5 minutes of this quarter will tell us what's going to happen here, Jared.
And how about the play to set that 3 up by Cannon Ailes? He came across the lane to get the rebound.
He went clear across the lane, kept moving, got blocked out initially, but then just kept right on going. Great effort by him. Got his team 3 points by his effort.
So the Irish will begin with the basketball, trailing 24-13 as we begin the third quarter. Mahome, who sat most of that second quarter with 2 fouls, back into the ball game now. Maybe he'll be the spark plug the Irish needs. Right here's Evan Brown. Get it down, nice dump inside, and shot no good. And the second one blocked and then saved off of Trey Williams. Boy, they have had so many shots inside, just couldn't get them to fall.
Not much you can do. I mean, as a coach in that situation, they just got to make those shots.
I will say that they've all been contested. Gales have done a nice job getting hands in faces without fouling. Foster, they'll swing it around left side, Mahome. Nice dump. And shots up. Did he travel? Yes, he did. Traveling violation on Winston Lomax.
A really nice job getting the ball to the half spot into the middle. That's how you attack a zone, but you got to finish.
Bernie takes a screen from Allen. He'll get it right side to Cannon Ailes.
Great cut.
Backdoor cut. Oh, that's going to be a goaltend right there.
Yeah, great cut right there. And that's how you beat pressure, Jared. You come up and you plant on the outside foot and cut hard straight to the basket.
Hayden Allen credited for that score, gives him 6 points in the game and boosts the lead to 26-13. On the other end, shots put up. Oh, in and out. They cannot even get one to go, even when it's a freebie, but a 2-shot foul coming up for Winston Lomax.
Yeah, good job by the Irish attacking that half spot in the zone. Cannon Ailes just got to stay on the floor.
Yeah, he's got his second foul right there.
Well, it's not the foul. I mean, you're fouling him in a shooting mode.
First free throw up and good for Winston Lomax. Second one up and also good. 26-15. Here's Ailes, trapped, lost it out of bounds. It goes back to the Irish.
Yeah, 2-2-1 press. You don't want to throw the ball right to the sideline where they're going to trap you.
Not a whole lot Ailes could do unless he was able to just get rid of it immediately, but there's really nobody open to get it to. They have converged on him quickly. Here's a 3 from Mahome, way downtown.
Yeah, shot that confident and more relaxed than he was in the first half.
He averages 10.2 a game. That's his first bucket of the night. Pulls him back to within single digits at 26-18. Here's Ailes. Back out front, Allen, now right side to Thomas. Bruni will fire up a long 3. And a good job by Allen, hustling for the rebound, tipped it into the hands of Ailes. J.D. Thomas for 3 in the corner. That one no good. Rebounded by Caden Haywood. Here come the Irish. Haywood Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Dump inside. Mahomes, skip pass over for three. No good for Foster. Ball loose, controlled by the Irish.
It's the most aggressive Scioto has been on the offensive boards in the game this series.
Brown gets it over to Foster. Now Mahomes. Three, put up no good. For Brown, rebounded by the Gales. Hayden Allen's played a really good game tonight on both ends, offensively and defensively. He got that defensive rebound right there. Here's a three for J.D. Thomas. No good. Rebounded by Foster.
They had a lot of success in the first half being patient, Jared. And right now they've had a couple of possessions where they're not quite as patient as they were.
Mahomes fires up a three. That's two in a row for him.
Yeah, he settled down. I think he was a little wound up, to be honest with you, in the first half. And you can't play the game that way.
Just like that, the Dublin Scioto Irish have cut it to 5, 26-21. Coach Kent Riggs wants a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's good timeout right here. What they've done is shooting jump shots again. And you're not, that's got to be part of your offense, but it cannot be the key to your offense. Watch Mahomes right here. Catch, good pass to the shooting pocket. Pretty simple game sometimes when it goes in.
Looking at some other tournament action for, on the boys' side, we have Bloom Carroll. They will be playing this Friday night. They await the winner of Granville and Whitehall. That's in Division III in the Central District.
And if Whitehall wins, Bloom Carroll gets to host, and if Granville wins, they go to Granville.
In Division II Southeast District, who actually already started, Fairfield Union awaits the winner of Logan Elm and Greenfield McLean.
Yes.
And that actually that game's already been played. I believe it was won by McLean.
It was.
And so Fairfield Union will play them tomorrow night. We'll check the other boys' action in just a little bit. Of course, we got Amanda Clear Creek still in action, Liberty Union in action, as well as Byrne Union and Fisher Catholic on the boys' side. And FCA in Millersport as boys' tournament action about a week behind the girls. Right here, the Gales lead at 26-21 in this Division I tournament matchup. Nice give underneath Hayden Allen. Good pass from Cannon Ailes.
Yeah, and there's that patience again, Jared. Run your stuff, and they can get whatever they want.
Hayden Allen with 8 in the game. He's got all 4 in this half. Mahomes dumps it to the block. Back out. Mahomes thought about the three, didn't take it. But the lefty, Aaron Foster, will. That's way off. Foster got his own rebound.
It's kind of a funky bounce right there.
Yeah. Brown gets it down to the baseline to Lomax. Skip it back out to Mahomes. He'll get it into Caden Haywood. Haywood, wow. Looks like a lot of arm right there, but no call. Gales with the basketball, and Trey Williams couldn't finish it. 28-21, Gales with the lead. And they'll get the basketball back, turned over by the Irish. A couple subs coming in for Dublin Scioto. It's Mark Gaston and also Elliot Bennett. Tyler Carpenter comes in for Lancaster. Here's Carpenter. Tried to get it down underneath to Hayden Allen.
Yeah, Coach Riggs trying to say, slow down. That's not there. You know, one of the things we used to really stress in coaching is if you can teach the passers to look at the defense.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy thing to do, but you don't worry about where your player is. Look at the defenders.
And a traveling violation. Turnovers in consecutive trips on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that's not good.
28-21, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
That three-quarter court press.
Here's Allen, and he threw it away. He thought that Trey was just going to be standing there, but Trey started to cut to the basket.
He did. Just got to slow down. You know, zone presses are the easiest thing to beat if you take your time and pass fake, Jared. You know, we talked a lot about Fairfield Union there, pass faking, and that's what you got to do.
Brown gets it left side, now down to the block. Little baseline jumper put up, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Hayden Allen. And a steal by Mahome. James Mahome gonna go to the hoop, lays it over to Caden Haywood, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's a big play right there.
28-23 now, 2:16 and counting in the third quarter. Ailes. Shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by the Irish. Quickly up ahead. Shot's blocked. Caden Haywood's shot was blocked. It goes out of bounds.
Really good no call.
Yeah.
The defender was out of position, but made a good job blocking this. Watch this play by Mahome right here. Outstanding. That's what seniors are supposed to do, Jared. And then good job of running the floor
Really
by
nice.
Haywood.
Yep.
Yes. They've really, you know, they've limited him.
Here's another loose ball turned over by the Gales. And a foul going to be called on Tyler Carpenter.
Yeah, probably a good foul in that situation right there.
It's going to be a bit of a mismatch had he not fouled him.
Wow.
Going to be a one-on-one situation to the hoop.
Yeah, Hayden's got to protect the ball in the middle of the floor. He's either got to do that or you have to put a guard in the middle of the floor. He's got to take him out right now.
Boyden comes in, so does J.D. Thomas. They replace Allen and Ailes.
I think Blind's in for Scioto too.
Inbound comes into Blind. He'll give it back to Mahome. Here's Blind. Now back to Mahome, down to 1:33 in the third quarter. Skip pass over, and a whistle and a player control foul going to be called on James Mahome. That's his third.
Yeah, jump in the air to pass it sometimes. That's not a good idea.
Minute and a half to play in the third quarter. 28-23, Gales lead it.
Yeah, look down the floor.
And another almost bad pass. It was a bad pass, but Thomas did a nice job recovering, and now a whistle and a foul going to be called on Scioto. They call Mahome. That's 4. That is 4 on James Mahome.
That's big.
Yeah, it is. Bruni inbounds in the corner to Thomas. Get it into Boyden. Back out to Thomas. Now Tyler Carpenter with 1:09 to play in the third quarter. Thomas to Williams. Williams inside the paint. He's tied up. Tips it back out. Carpenter in the corner for 3. No good. And rebound controlled by the Irish. And I think Tyler Carpenter going to pick up another foul.
That's probably, again, a good foul.
Yes, it was. That's 3 on Tyler. (28-23), 48.4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Inbound comes into Aaron Foster. Foster right side to Bennett. And a good job defensively by Gabe Boyden, who tipped it right into the hands of J.D. Thomas, and then Thomas is fouled.
Well, he did a nice job from the backside. They've been a little slow rotating out of their zone. When Scioto plays strong side, you can cheat clear over, Jared. They really have not burnt them with passes, skip passes, or passes across the floor. So cheat to the ball side.
Winston Lomax checks into the ball game for Scioto. 37.9 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gales lead at 28-23.
Yeah, 1-2-2, three-quarter pass, three-quarter court press. It's a good job right there. Taking your time.
Going to work the clock here, probably for one shot.
Yeah, you want to play it down, but you got to take care of the ball if you're going to do this. You got to know what you're doing.
Here's Bruni. The 5-second count is on. He finally moves with it to get a new count. Tyler Carpenter now with 6 seconds. Carpenter at the free throw line, has it taken away with 2 seconds. Long shot put up, no good. But kind of a sloppy end to that third quarter for the Gales. They only scored 4 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, just had some very bad possessions there, Jared. I feel they're more sped up right now than I had felt earlier in the game. You know, when they had those possessions early in the period, they took their time, executed, got good shots, and I felt like they're just kind of sped up, and they're lying. And I think Scioto's done a good job of putting ball pressure on and getting their hands active and speeding Lancaster up.
How big are the 4 fouls for James Mahone? He scored 6 of his team's 10 points in that third quarter.
Well, he's played like a senior's supposed to play at the end of the year right here in this quarter. I thought, like I said, I thought he was a little maybe amped up early in the game, and he settled down here, and he was given good leadership, Jared, and playing well. Just, you know, sometimes that happens. Well, you know what? He's still got a foul to go, so he's just got to get himself mentally geared in and finish playing out.
Check some other games coming up in boys tournament action. In Division III in the Central District, Liberty Union tomorrow night will play Fredericktown. Also in Division III on Saturday, Amanda Clear Creek will play the winner of Afrocentric and Cristo Rey. Over in Division IV, Bern Union plays Northmore on Saturday, and Fisher Catholic travels all the way to Shekinah Christian to take them on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And also in Division IV, it's Millersport awaiting the winner of Granville Christian and Groveport Madison. Madison Christian, that is. And Fairfield Christian will play Newark Catholic. That game coming up on Saturday as well. Right here at Lancaster in this Division I tournament game, the Gales lead at 28-23 as we begin the fourth quarter. Bruni gets it to Thomas.
See how far they've got him out on the floor right now? And that's fine, but you got to make some good hard cuts and make them guard space.
Bruni drives to the hoop. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
See, now that's the first time tonight that Bruni has really got to that mid-range right there. He can do that, Jared.
Blind is called for the foul. That's his first. Bruni to the free throw line. He averages 8.6 points a game. And he's a 61.8% free throw shooter. He'll get a second try. Good. Just the 5th point of the second half for the Gales to boost their lead to 6, 29-23. There's a dump inside the blind.
A great flash.
3 put up, no good for Mahone, rebounded by the Gales. Cannonales with it. Gets it ahead to Bruni. Allen, left side to Bruni, almost stolen away by Mahone. Mahone playing with those 4 fouls. Nice backdoor cut. But then the ball just thrown away.
Yeah, just an impossible pass to catch at your shins.
Yeah.
I mean, just take your time. Slow down. Slow down.
Under 7 minutes to play in regulation here at Lancaster. Bennett gets it up to the top at Foster. Now Mahone. Mahone, shot from the free throw line, no good. Well, he wanted to go hard for that rebound, but he realized, uh-oh, I got 4 fouls.
Yeah, he did a nice job.
I got to back off.
Yeah, James did a nice job right there.
Bruni to Thomas. Bruni drives. His shot's no good. The foul going to be called on Dublin Scioto.
Again, I think, you know, he's starting to get himself, Colton's starting to get himself into the lane. I think he can do a lot more of that. Obviously, down the road, as he gets stronger, gets more aggressive, get him a little playing a little lower to the floor, he's going to be a threat in there.
Well, especially with Mahome guarding him. Would you like to see him maybe take it to him a little more?
Yeah.
And try to get him out of the game?
You definitely, if you can recognize that advantage. Now, doing that in high school is different than any other level.
Second free throw for Bruni, no good. Rebounded by Scioto. 30-23. 6:03 to play in the game. Shot's no good on the drive for Foster. Rebounded by the Gales, Cannon Ailes. Thomas, spin move and a foul going to be called on Aaron Foster.
Yeah, he's
pretty lucky he didn't get it called when he was guarding Bruni.
You're right. He's got his hands on, he's reaching. You know, they really don't want to call that, but they need to.
And that is his third foul.
Yeah.
Bruni again being worked on by Foster. Here's Ailes, and he traveled with the basketball. That pass was rifled at him.
It's a tough catch in traffic. Like I said, they've got him spread out a little bit, and they've got him off time. The offense is not rhythmic right now.
Mahome gets it back out top to Foster. Right side, it's Bennett. Down to 5:20 counting here in the fourth quarter. 30-23, Gales lead it. Tried to throw the overhead pass, and it's tipped and stolen away by the Gales.
Again, simple things like pass fakes, Jared.
Thomas, back out front to Allen. Left side, it's Ailes. And again, a bad pass.
Yeah, they're going so fast that they're not even facing the basket and looking at it. You just got to slow down.
4:54 to play in regulation. 30-23, Lancaster with the lead. It's been a really sloppy second half on both ends. Blind to the hoop, puts it up and in. First bucket of the game for Stephen Blind.
Yeah, nice job, slow and steady.
And a timeout going to be called by Scioto with 4:39 to play in regulation. Gales lead at 30-25. And of course, Tim, baseball right around the corner. Of course, you know, the major leagues, pitchers and catchers have been there for a while. Now the position players, and now we have high school baseball starting up. As you see the replay, Stephen Blind did a good job there. I've noticed throughout the game when he's got the basketball, his first look was to pass, but that was nice to see him go to the hoop.
Yeah, he went from that, what we call the half spot or the dead spot of the zone, and just got his shoulders parallel to the backboard and scored.
Back to what I was talking about, there's Lancaster baseball coach Corey Kahn, an assistant, his assistants as well here watching some basketball tonight, but I just got a text. I bring up baseball because I got a picture sent to me. The lights are on at Beavers Field. They put in new lights. They're testing them out tonight. And boy, I tell you what, Al Beavers and of course Tyler Sisson, his grandson, now running things over there. They've really built up not only the Post 11 program, but they built the Beavers Dam, where they bring in a lot of training and teams can practice there. Just an outstanding job.
There's really not enough time for us to discuss how incredibly lucky we are in our community to have a facility like that, Jim.
Yep. Of course, the Gales will not be playing there this year. They've got a new home field down the lane from where we are right now at the old Thomas Ewing site.
Okay, back in the 1-2-2, three-quarter court, and you got Haywood on top of it, long and athletic.
Thomas gets it back out to Bruni. Right side now to Ailes. Thomas will take a screen from Allen. Bruni now back out top to Allen. it's pretty obvious that Coach Riggs told him, be patient, slow this thing down. We're getting a little crazy in our offense, just making bad passes.
There you go. Just take your time, drive to the basket. You got to remind young players sometimes. I know they played a full season, but they're still youthful.
Evan Brown called for the foul. That's his second.
Well, they're in the bonus. Scioto is right now. I mean, Lancaster is right now in the bonus. So from this point on, any fouls, they're going to go to the line.
First free throw for Ailes is good. He'll get another. No good. Rebounded by Blind. Mahone quickly up the floor to Foster. Foster back over to Mahone. Here's Foster. Just going to drive it and score it.
One of the few drives to the basket against the zone they've had all night.
It's a 4-point lead for Lancaster, 31-27. 3.5 minutes to play in regulation. Hayden Allen picks up his dribble, gets it to Thomas. Thomas going to go on the drive to the hoop and score it.
That's what you got to do right there.
That's 9 for JD. That's his first bucket of the second half. Mahone dumps it to Blind, quickly over in the corner for three. No good for Brown, and it is out of bounds back to the Gales.
Got to beat the press here. You know, the philosophy is, Jared, if you beat pressure, you got to go to score, but you got to make sure you finish. If you don't have that opportunity, you got to now spread the floor and attack the basket. You're in the 1-on-1. No more jump shots at this point.
Scioto going to bring some more pressure. Bernie to Thomas. Just do get it across the timeline. Ailes now. The tight defense being played by Aaron Foster. Almost had it stolen away.
Yeah, just take it out. He's got his hands all over it.
He does.
Yeah. You know, and that's not just tonight. We've seen that all season anymore. I think that's been something they've talked about, officiating, that they don't want to call as much of that. But in my opinion, it affects the dribbler.
And I think if you don't start out the game calling it,
no, I agree
it's tough
with
to
that.
call it now.
I agree with that 100%. My thing is I watch and have seen tons of games this year. You know, being back in the gym, is you take the skill out of the game when you allow the ball to be, you know, or a dribbler or ball handler to be controlled. And I'm not talking about just that play. I mean, the whole game. Both teams do it, put their hands on. Lancaster less because they're in the zone. You know, they're not going to be in those positions where they're out pressuring the ball.
There's a look at the Lancaster student section out in force tonight, as the Gales will try to hold on to this lead, 33-27 right now. The winner of this game moves on to take on the number 2 seed. That'll be a tough task. Olentangy Liberty on Friday night at 7 o'clock. This is that's a number 2 seed out of about what, 40?
Yeah.
40 Division I teams.
41
in Division Ohio and Division I in
you
Central
know,
Ohio.
Scioto is one of the smallest schools in the OCC.
Yeah, I did see that. They ranked 29th out of 32 Division I teams in enrollment in Central Ohio.
Wow.
And there's a turnover for the Gales.
Yeah. Colton did a great job of back dribbling, create space, and then you just got to take your time. You got 10 seconds, and it's an eternity really in basketball. You just take your time.
2:26 and counting here in this fourth quarter. Mahone with the basketball, dumps it to the elbow, back to Mahone. He'll fire up the three. It was blocked by Hayden Allen. Really like the game Hayden Allen's played tonight.
Yeah, really good contest right there.
Gales need to get it across the timeline. And a quick timeout called just in time by Lancaster. Boy, they just did get that timeout called. The coaches did.
Yeah, I don't know if Jimmy Greek would have taken the odds on that one. Wow.
Meanwhile, Mike Moeller not happy with that possession and had some words with the official. But it'll be the Gales basketball right over by the scorer's table.
Yeah, I mean, we just talk about, the defense allowing them to be able to pressure more by having hands on dribble. On the other hand, if you're coaching, and that's how the game is called, offensively, you got to get that ball on your hip. You got to get low and pivot strong, Jared. And you can't play panicked, and you can't put the ball up over your head. I mean, it happens. And that's the way it's called now. Then this is how we have to play.
Yep.
But for Lancaster, they need to get the ball to the basket at this point, Jared. You're at you have 17 fouls. You got to be strong with the ball, attack the basket, spread the floor. People can guard people, but they can't guard space.
Right.
It's an unbelievable concept if you can get your players to understand it.
Gales basketball. 2:03 to play in regulation. They lead it 33-27. Ailes picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Thomas. Now right side, Bruni.
Yeah, there you go.
Foul's called on Mark Gaston. That's his second. Sends Bruni to the free throw line. Tonight he is 2 for 4 there. Mentioned that he is a 61.8% free throw shooter. The Gales really are not shooting great from the free throw line as a team, just 58%. Look good on that one, though.
Well, the more he makes, and as he works on his game as he gets older, he should be one of those guys that you just say, we can't touch.
Yeah.
And he will be, but not right now.
34-27, Gales with the lead. Under 2 minutes to play. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Bruni, I believe. That's his first.
Yeah, they've got 3 to give yet, or 2 to give, before they're in the bonus.
Mahone gets it in to Brown. Swinging around to Mahone. Thought about that 3, but he was contested. There's a drive, no good on the shot for Aaron Foster.
Now you got to attack, but you got to be able to pass the ball.
Stolen away by Brown.
Yeah.
Down to 1:17 to play. Long 3 for Mahone, no good. Bruni the rebound. And a whistle and a foul going to be called. I believe they're going to get Brown. No, they called on 20, Elliott Bennett. Nope, they called it on Caden Haywood. Thought he held up a 2 there. Held up a 3.
The big thing that the Lancaster defense has done is taking Haywood out of the game, Jared. He's a tremendous athlete, a good scorer from inside out. He's had a good season. He just hasn't been there tonight.
Yeah, just 4 points in the game tonight.
Yeah, that's big for Lancaster to have success.
At our next stoppage, now we've got Bruni I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if he's got blood. He's the shooter at the free throw line. He made the first one. And so Tyler Carpenter going to check in to shoot the second free throw as Colton Bruni has blood on that bottom lip. So
I'd convince the official that he doesn't guard with his lip. Not an issue.
9-point lead for the Gales, 36-27. Long 3 put up, no good. The rebound is put back, no good as well. Stolen away by Mahone, and he lays it up and in. And a quick timeout will be called by Scioto.
Got to take care of the ball, Jared. Simple game.
Bernie's got his lip to stop bleeding, so he's going to check back into the game. With this timeout, we'll go ahead and get to our players of the game. Let's go with the Dublin Scioto player of the game first, brought to you by Bay Food Market. Stop in at Bay's and check out their weekly gourmet burger and brat selection and their weekend steak sale specials. Bay Food Market at the corner of Walnut and Maple Streets in Lancaster.
I think it's James Mahome. He's really carried him this half, Jared. He brought him back a little bit here. You just saw the play that he made there, stealing the outlet pass. So big shout out to James Mahome. Great second half from him tonight.
Congratulations, number 13, James Mahome. He is the Dublin Scioto player of the game. He currently has 8 points to lead the scoring for Dublin Scioto. At our next stoppage, we will get our Lancaster player of the game. They currently have 2, 4, 6 guys in the scoring column. They've had some guys. There's James Mahome, number 13. And you read his lips right there. He said, I can't foul, or I'm out of the game. So he's reminding his teammates, listen, we've got a foul, but I can't do it.
Right. With 51 seconds, what you want to do is trap hard, go for a steal. Once they break the trap, you got to foul.
Hayden Allen to inbound. He's played an excellent game tonight. Inbounds to Bruni. And he will be fouled. Or no, a timeout.
Yeah, that's wise.
Yeah, Coach Riggs calls a timeout with Bruni trapped in the corner. Gives us a chance to talk about our Lancaster player of the game, brought to you by the Savings Bank, where community always comes first. The Savings Bank, proud of our heritage, founded by local people, committed to serving individuals and businesses in southeastern Ohio. Learn more at thesavingsbank.com.
Well, I would say, Jared, when we look them over, I think they've had a lot of kids play the roles, do things. That Trey Williams had a great first half, but I think consistently Hayden Allen's been very sound.
I 100% agree with that.
On the boards, he's finished his layups. Just got to work on getting the ball there and getting it to him.
So congratulations, number 14, Hayden Allen, our Lancaster player of the game, brought to you by the Savings Bank. He has really played well tonight on both ends of the floor. He currently has 8 points in the game. That's over his average of 7.1, but what you don't see in the stat column is the amount of times that he's contested shots without fouling, the amount of rebounds that he's gotten. He just played a really good game tonight. Congratulations to the junior, Hayden Allen, on being player of the game, and there's a foul going to be called on Scioto's Winston Lomax. So J.D. Thomas is going to go to the free throw line. 54.2% free throw shooter. First one's up and good. Second for JD, also up and good.
Yeah, nice job by JD stepping up and making those.
Gives him 11 in the game to lead all scorers and puts the Gales up by 9 as a whistle and a foul going to be called on Lancaster. Called it on Bruni. So Scioto to inbound, trailing by 9, 38-29. 36.2 seconds to play in the game. Foster gets it right side to Brown. Mahome will fire up a three, no good. Rebounded by Cannon Ailes. And immediately going to be fouled by Brown, Evan Brown. Ailes, free throw is up and no good. Second one up, and good. Ten-point lead for the Gales. Skip pass, three-pointer put up, no good for Foster. Long three put up, also no good, this time for Elliott Bennett. And the Gales, with 6 seconds, will just run out the clock. And they will win this one tonight, 39-29, to move on in the Division I tournament. They will take on the number 2 seed, Olentangy Liberty, coming up on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, you do whatever you got to do to advance, Jared.
Let's check scoring. First of all, for Dublin Scioto, it was Stephen Blind with 2 points. Winston Lomax had 4. It was Evan Brown with 6. Caden Haywood had 4. Aaron Foster with 5. And James Mahone led the way for the Irish with 8 points. For the Golden Gales, it was Tyler Carpenter with 3. J.D. Thomas had 2. Cannon Ailes had 2 points. Colton Bruni had 7. Hayden Allen, our player of the game, had 8. And J.D. Thomas led the Gales in scoring with 11 points. So the Gales moving on, 39-29. They're going to celebrate the win, but Coach Riggs, I think, knows that there's a lot they need to work on between now and Friday to take on the number 2 seed.
Yeah, sometimes getting through the first game itself is a challenge. And then once you get through that first game, hopefully they can focus on doing some things. I thought Dublin did a really nice job in saying have a speeding Lancaster up, take them out of any rhythm. You know, Coach Riggs said first 1 to 40 wins. Well, nobody got 40.
That's true. 1 point away. So the Gales win at 39-29, and we're going to be back on the air hopefully Friday night. We were planning on having a girls matchup. We were looking forward to maybe Bern Union and Fisher Catholic for a 3rd time this year, but Bern Union lost tonight. So Fisher Catholic currently playing. If they win, they'll be in the district championship game against Mount Gilead on Friday. We'll be there at Ohio Dominican.
Yeah, looking forward to it. You know, hopefully Fisher wins and we can be there.
Yep.
So if not, we'll have an alternate plan and put the pressure on Josh.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I want to thank all of our Interface Video Productions crew. These guys do the best in the business. You're seeing a shot right now from our guy on the floor, our cameraman, Tom Russo. We also have Jason Roush over here beside us. We've got Donnie Ziegfeld. We've got our man pushing all the buttons, Josh Messerly, Jason Roush up here somewhere. But this crew does a good job, and they're going to be following us along in the tournament route. So we'll see where we go. But congratulations, Coach Kent Riggs and the Golden Gales tonight on the first victory in the tournament to head on to the second round against Olentangy Liberty Friday night. Again, your final score tonight, 39-29 Lancaster victorious. For all of our Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.